You sit up in bed and your lower back stays behind, stiff and locked, forcing you to ease into standing with one hand braced on the mattress like you're 20 years older than you are. Or it's mid-afternoon and your jaw is sore. Your shoulder has a hard knot under your fingers. Your wrist aches faintly, or your hip pulls tight when you stand up from your desk. You've stopped registering most of these. They're just background noise, filed away as getting older. None of these are random and none are simply age. Each one is a specific decodable signal with a clear cause running quietly in the background of your daily life. Let's open the field guide, one entry at a time. 1. The morning lower backache. What it feels like: a stiff, locked tightness low in the back that eases within 15 minutes of moving around, worse on waking than at any other point in the day. The mechanism: overnight, while your spine is unloaded, your intervertebral discs absorb fluid and expand, creating natural morning stiffness. Paired with hip flexors, shortened from a day spent seated, your pelvis gets pulled into an anterior tilt that stresses the lower back when lying flat. Movement redistributes that fluid and releases the strain. What it's mistaken for: an aging spine or an old injury resurfacing. The tell is that it consistently improves with simple motion. Genuine structural or disc issues tend to do the exact opposite, worsening as you load the area throughout the day. 2. The jaw clench. What it feels like: a dull, persistent soreness along the jawline and temples, sometimes bringing a faint headache, with a jaw that feels tired in a way that has nothing to do with talking or eating. The mechanism: this is bruxism, daytime or nocturnal teeth clenching and grinding driven by stress. It forces the masseter and temporalis muscles to contract for hours at a stretch, far longer and harder than normal chewing ever would. The muscles simply fatigue and ache like any overworked muscle group after sustained effort. What it's mistaken for: a dental problem or a decaying tooth. The distinguishing clue is timing. It is usually worst first thing in the morning, if clenching overnight, or builds through a stressful workday, easing noticeably on relaxed weekends. 3. The shoulder knot. What it feels like: a small, firm, tender lump in the upper trapezius that radiates a distinct localized ache outward when pressed. The mechanism: a myofascial trigger point, a segment of muscle fiber stuck in a persistent microspasm from sustained poor posture, repetitive arm positioning, or unreleased stress. Local blood flow drops, maintaining the contraction and generating an ache whenever pressed or held in a static posture too long. What it's mistaken for: a pulled muscle from exercise. The tell is longevity. It has usually been there for weeks or months, building up gradually like a habit rather than snapping into existence during a single physical movement. 4. The wrist and forearm ache. What it feels like: a dull ache running along the forearm into the wrist, worsening after hours of typing, scrolling, or gripping, and easing with rest. The mechanism: repetitive strain, tendinopathy. High-frequency, low-load movements cause micro-irritation in the tendon sheaths running from your forearm muscles into your hand. Without adequate recovery between sessions, this creates localized inflammation and chronic muscular tightness. What it's mistaken for: early arthritis. The distinguishing clue is activity correlation. It tracks directly with hours spent on specific repetitive tasks and improves significantly after a weekend of rest, whereas arthritis persists regardless of what you've done with your hands that day. 5. The tech neck ache. What it feels like: a tight aching band across the back of the neck and upper shoulders, often bringing a headache that creeps upward from the base of your skull. The mechanism: the mechanical cost of forward head posture. Tilting your head down 45 degrees to 60 degrees to look at a screen dramatically increases the leverage on your cervical spine and supporting muscles, multiplying a 12-pound head into an effective load of nearly 60 pounds. Those muscles simply fatigue under the continuous demand. What it's mistaken for: a random stress headache. The tell is posture correlation. It reliably worsens while looking down at a device and measurably eases when screens are brought up to eye level instead of resting in your lap. 6. The tight hip ache. What it feels like: a stiff pulling tightness at the front of the hip and upper thigh when standing up after sitting for a long stretch, or when taking a long stride. The mechanism: adaptively shortened hip flexors, primarily the iliopsoas. Spending hours seated keeps your hip joints held at a 90-degree angle, causing the muscles to adapt to a shorter resting length. When you stand up and attempt to extend your leg fully, the shortened tissue resists stretching back out, producing a sharp pulling sensation. What it's mistaken for: early hip joint arthritis. The clue is that it improves significantly after a few minutes of walking or gentle stretching as blood flow returns, whereas true joint damage is far less responsive to a simple walk and worsens with continued activity. 7. The morning foot ache. What it feels like: a sharp, localized pain in the heel or arch during the very first steps out of bed, easing after walking around for a couple of minutes. The mechanism: plantar fasciitis. The thick band of tissue running along the bottom of your foot tightens and cools overnight while resting in a slightly pointed position. Taking your first steps abruptly stretches that cold, inflamed tissue under your full body weight, triggering sharp pain until movement increases local blood flow and warms it up. What it's mistaken for: a stone bruise or a sign that your shoes need replacement. The giveaway is the first step pattern: severe pain concentrated in the narrow window right after rest that fades as you keep walking, rather than a constant ache present all day. 8. The mid-back ache. What it feels like: a dull, nagging ache sitting directly between your shoulder blades that never quite resolves, no matter how much you shift in your chair or roll your shoulders back. The mechanism: postural muscle fatigue caused by upper cross syndrome. Hours spent in forward-reaching positions leave your chest muscles relatively tight and short, while the opposing muscles pulling your shoulder blades together, rhomboids and mid-trapezius, are held in a stretched, weakened state. The ache is the sound of those overstretched upper back muscles losing a continuous tug-of-war against your chest. What it's mistaken for: a spinal alignment issue requiring structural adjustment. The distinguishing clue is that it responds directly to targeted upper back strengthening and pulling the shoulder blades back over a few weeks, rather than requiring external manipulation. Nearly all of these persistent signals trace back to everyday habits repeated over time: how you sleep, how you sit, how far your head tilts down, or how tightly your jaw carries stress. None of these aches arrived overnight, which is precisely why none announce themselves like a sudden injury. That first stiff step out of bed or the hard knot in your shoulder isn't just getting older. Each ache is a specific, traceable message describing what has been asked of your body lately. Positions held too long without relief. Some aches need 10 minutes of daily movement, a raised laptop stand, or a different pillow. Persistent or severe pain is always worth a conversation with a doctor or physical therapist, but most stop being mysterious the moment you trace them back to their source. A knot that has been sitting in your shoulder for months isn't a permanent condition. It is simply a habit with a clear fix once you know which habit to look at. If this helped you put a name to something your body has been telling you, hit subscribe. Next time, we're opening the field guide to the next set of signals your body has been quietly sending you.